At the midway mark of the Abu Dhabi Challenge, Robin C.O. Siegrist was flying the flag for France at the top, but looking to go back-to-back, the previous week's winner Renato Paratore was among a cluster of players well within reach of the lead. So who would hold their nerve? Who would fold under pressure? Talking us through a potentially compelling moving day, Josh Antman.
Best result of the season last week for Chase Hanna at the UAE Challenge. Kept the form going here. This was for birdie at 1. He would settle for a third round 67, tied 7th going into Sunday. Last week's winner going well once again. That Friday 63 vaulted him up the leaderboard. First birdie of the day came here at the 4th from downtown for Paratore, and there was plenty more to come. Another American going well was Davis Bryan. Faultless 63 in round 2. Saw him make a big move. He'd already birdied the 3rd and 7th on Saturday, and this approach at 9 led to another chance for Bryan. The top 10 in Delhi a month ago for the American, and he was just outside the top 25 last week, so in form. Hold this for birdie, and a 65 on Saturday, and just 2 back heading into the final round. Garrick Porteous started the day with 2 bogeys at 2 and 4, but came roaring back with birdies at 6 and 7, and then he finished his front 9 in style with a birdie at 9 to be out in 34. Good signs for the defending champion. Paratore, though, was in red-hot form. His 5th birdie of the day came at the 10th. He looked like a hard man to beat once again. There's the fist pump from Paratore. It was a quiet day for the overnight leader, Robin C.O. Siegrist. A great approach here at 10. It was his 4th at the par 5, so only a par for the Frenchman. He actually parred his last 11 holes, still only 2 back heading in to the final day. After the birdie at 9, Porteous picked up shots at 10 and 13. Fantastic approach there into 14 to give him another chance to pick up a shot. Perfect conditions on Saturday for the players. Hot though, some of the fans needed a few umbrellas to keep themselves cool. Porteous was cool himself, made the birdie, and he would jump to the top of the leaderboard. Those early bogeys, a thing of the past. Birdie at 14 was his 6th of the day. There was no let-up for Paratore. This was at his final hole of the day. Almost an eagle, but a birdie would send him to the top of the leaderboard, a place he's very familiar with at the moment. Sebastian Garcia lost his DP World Tour card last season and no real sign of form this year, but was going well in Abu Dhabi. Needed this to drop to join Paratore at 13 under par, but he'd settle for a 68 and be in the penultimate group on Sunday. Porteous had birdied the 18th on the first 2 days, and he had an eagle effort to finish with on Saturday. Wasn't to be there. A lot of flipping and flopping between the DP World Tour and the Hotel Planet Tour for Porteous, but he likes this place, the defending champion. A birdie for Porteous to finish his Saturday, and he would take a 1-shot lead heading into Sunday.
I'm really excited. I got my wife on my bag. She came up last night, so still a pretty relaxed atmosphere, and we're having fun on the course, and it's just great to share these moments together.
Yes, a brilliant return display from the defending champion so far. JC Ritchie was having another good run, and the previous week's champion Paratore was very much in the mix again, just 1 shot back from Porteous.
Our featured player this week, Filippo Celli, was saving his best round for last. 3 under up to this point. On 12, trying to kick that one in for birdie. Been staying with fellow Italian Renato Paratore for the week. Maybe some of last week's winner's form rubbing off on Celli on Sunday. He would tap in for par here, a final round of 65. That shot him up the leaderboard into a tie for 29th. great start on Sunday for the man from Aurora, Colorado, Davis Bryant. Just 3 bogeys over the first 3 days for him. Birdie the opening hole, he'd be a danger on Sunday. Christopher Bring was 1 over for the day when he stepped up to the 4th tee, drivable par 4 the 4th. Some tee shot that is, from the Dane. He would go on to make eagle there and finish the day in a tie for 11th. Scotland's David Law was having a day to remember on Sunday. He was out in 29, and this at 10 was for 4 birdies in a row. Started the day in 34th, and now look at him on the leaderboard, tied for the lead at this point. Tied for the lead alongside Sebastian Garcia. He was out in 33, no mistakes on the card up to this point. And his 3rd shot at the par 5 10th set up a birdie for the Spaniard. And will take him into the lead on his own. Steady stuff from last week's winner on the front 9, 2 birdies, no bogeys. He hit the green in 2 on 10, lagged his first putt to there, and he would now take the outright lead. No top 20 all season. Now he's looking for back-to-back wins. Huge putt this from David Law at 18. What a round of golf that was. 61. And now sitting at the top of the leaderboard, and he now have a long way in the clubhouse. Paratore dropped a shot at 11 to fall out of the lead, but a great bounce back with this huge birdie putt at 12 to join Law at the top of the leaderboard. It was a disappointing day for the overnight leader Garrick Porteous. This was at 12. Kind of summed up his day really. Horrible lip out there. And a final round of 73 for Porteous, which would eventually see him in a tie for 11th. Still a decent week for the defending champion. Bryant at 16, 14 under par at this point. This was for birdie at the par 4, walking in. Huge putt from Bryant. Couldn't find anything on the remaining 2 holes. Final round of 67 and solo 4th. Garcia on the final green. He needed this to join Paratore and Law at 16 under par. What a putt from Garcia. And a bogey-free 66. He would now have to wait alongside Law to see if it would go to extra holes. Bogey on 14 was once again balanced out with a birdie at 15 for Paratore. He had this for eagle, 2 putts for the win for the Italian. A superb first effort there. A sensational final round really from Paratore, under a lot of pressure looking to go back to back. Fans watching on. Housemate Filippo Celli, all thumbs up from him. Fellow Italian Scalise Ortolani, all there, watching on, and Paratore had this for the win. An incredible couple of weeks for Renato Paratore on the Hotel Planet Tour. He goes back to back, and you wouldn't put it past him to make it a hat-trick next time out.
Yes, a remarkable Middle Eastern double from Paratore. The Prosecco, or at least the sparkling water, was on him again. All round, the Italians fully enjoyed themselves, with Stefano Mazzoli in the frame and tied 5th. David Law's impressive 4th round 61 bagged him a tie for 2nd, alongside Sebastian Garcia, but flourishing in the sun once more, and a back-to-back winner in the UAE. It's Renato Paratore.
Well, feel amazing. I still can't believe it. I fought until the end to make 2 birdie the last 4 holes. I'm really, really happy.